If I thought for a minute I knew how everything would end, it wouldn't be interesting to me at all. Most of my career has been making paintings, trying to find meaning within that kind of imagery. Over the years, I have delved into this idea of sky and flying and imagery related to it in different ways. I started looking at derelict aircraft. That was related to the Bomber Command Museum in Nanton, and I asked for permission to go into their boneyard and take photographs, to make paintings, and to sit there and draw as well. And then I learned that all these wrecked airplanes were going to be junked. There must be something else we can do with these, because in order to communicate a different kind of history, the possibility of other stories, we just need to set this kind of experience up in another way. The term gravitas refers very much to the pull of gravity, but it's gravity in its physical manifestation, but it's also gravity in a metaphorical sense. Gravity stands for the kinds of things that hold us back, hold us down, keep us from reaching our potential. Gravitas as a term also refers to something solemn, so something serious. I think it deals with mortality. It deals with the end of things. It deals with a cycle of things. Southern Alberta has medicine wheels, for instance. And I thought, well, a circle goes in with this kind of a landscape, with this kind of history. And what kind of circle goes with airplanes? Well, compass rose came up right away as a reference to navigation, wayfinding, homing in, coming home. These airplanes were coming home. Artists would create still lifes, and these still lifes were called vanitas. And of course, they refer to that sense of futility in all kinds of things, whether it's the gathering of wealth or the gathering of knowledge. And these still lives would pick up imagery that had to do with our ambitions and our striving, but also imagery that had to do with death, like skulls, like hourglasses, like clocks and candles, images of flowers that were dying, images of fruit that was decaying, meals that were interrupted suddenly as if death paid a visit. So the Vanitas tradition is very much about relativizing our sense of our immortality, and Gravitas sort of picks up on that in its language. So it is a work that could be called a Vanitas work. It reminds us of our mortality. It's a work of art that celebrates and tips its hat to people who fly. Pilots, people who are interested in flying, people who are up there. It is about flying. And so it's appropriate that it privilege one kind of point of view, that is flying. But it also is about the view from the ground. And walking around it is a different kind of experience, a much more intimate kind of experience. When you're flying over it, you get, that momentary view. You have to stay moving, so it's going past you, or you come back to it, and it's a lot more like photography. It's an instant of recognition of what this is. It's a cool-looking thing from the sky. That is part of its spectacle. On the ground, it's much less like photography, because you can't grasp it all in one instant. You walk around, you see it from different points of view, you try to piece together its sense in different ways. Each of the derelict aircraft that compose the 12 points of the compass are their own kind of sculpture. So they're unique. They have their own personality. They sit on these grass silhouettes that indicate what the full airplanes would have been in profile, but they're only fragments of what was there. And the grass that they sit in is growing up as if the earth is coming back to reclaim these things that escaped the earth. My hope for it would be that someone can help with the upkeep, because I won't be able to do it forever, and that there can be access for public to experience this, because really art is made, and certainly this art is made, for people to experience, to tie down some of their stories, to understand some of their own being, to understand the context of history for ourselves, so that who we are doesn't get lost.